and that it may go well with thee.
So if you disrespect your mother and your father, it's not going to go well with you. It's not going to go well with you. Go ahead.
In the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee.
Now let's go back to Ephesians. So that's the promise that if you honor your mother and your father, that your days will be prolonged upon the earth, and your things will go well with you. Ephesians 6 now, and we're gonna pick it back up at let's pick it back up at verse 2 again. Pick it back up at verse 2. Go ahead and read.
Honor thy father and mother, which is the first commandment with promise, that it may be well with thee, and thou mayest live long on the earth.
Isn't this what we just got to read? This is in the law. That's why I went back to the law to read this. And if God put it in his law, then it is good, ain't it?
Yes, sir.
Even today. Because we know that the law is good today, don't we? So this is good too. The thou shalt and the thou shalt not, and keep the Sabbath and everything. This is good too. This is good too. Read that verse 3 again.
3? That it may be well with thee, and thou mayest live long on the earth. And ye fathers, provoke not your children to wrath, but bring them up in the nurture and admonition of the Lord.
So you say, you fathers, don't provoke your children to wrath. Always messing with them and picking with them and stuff. Don't provoke them to wrath. You turn them out to be a mean person, in other words. You're not supposed to provoke them to wrath. But he said, but bring them up in the nurture and the admonition of the Lord. Now, we're going to look this word, because we often read this, but we're going to get a definition today of this admonition of the Lord.
It's the Reader's Digest Great Encyclopedia Dictionary. Says admonition. To advise of a fault.
To advise of a fault. You see, this is what we're supposed to be telling our children. We're supposed to be advising. But with the word of God, though. But with the word of God. Go ahead. Because he said, bring them up in nurture and admonition of the Lord, didn't he?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and read.
It says, administer mild reproof to admonish an inattentive student.
So now, inattentive